Double chocolate rye brownies with sea salt. Man, this smells so good.
Come on.
Who doesn't love a chocolate brownie? I mean, even the worst chocolate brownie is still pretty good, right? It's a chocolate brownie, but I want perfection. I want chocolate forward. I want fudgy, not cakey. I want balance with salt and sweet, and I want a thin layer of crispiness right on the top when you pull it out of the oven. Is such a brownie possible? Yes, it is. That's what we're making today. The first thing we're going to do is melt butter and chocolate in a bain-marie or a double boiler, whatever you want to call it. 2 sticks of butter and 12 ounces of chocolate, 70%. So I'm measuring the chocolate now, 12 ounces. And 2 sticks of unsalted butter that I'll just chop into smaller pieces to kind of help expedite the process. And in they go. Now it's like the soothing, self-hypnotic, melty time. Now that that's on the bain-marie, I'll stir it occasionally until it's all melted together. Then I'll remove this, put it to the side, and let it cool. Meantime, let's get mixing. In the mixer bowl, I have cracked 5 large whole eggs. To these eggs, I will add granulated sugar, dark brown sugar for a little complexity, vanilla extract, and salt. Pop it in the mixer, medium-high for 7 minutes until it's light and fluffy. This is what I'm looking for. See how it leaves a tail like that? That is light and fluffy. Perfect. Now it's time to slowly stream in that melted chocolate butter mixture on low and mix it until it's fully combined. In this bowl I have rye flour and cocoa powder. I just need to whisk it together. We'll add it to the mixture 1 spoonful at a time on low. Why rye flour? Well, unlike wheat flour or AP, all-purpose flour, you would normally use in brownies, rye flour has less gluten, which means you don't have to worry about overworking it and getting it too cakey in the end. And a bonus, the flavor of rye flour and chocolate work beautifully together. It's always a good idea to use a spatula and kind of get in there and get the dry stuff off the side and really stir it up and make sure everything's really incorporated. The mixture is ready to go in the pan. The pan is a 9 by 13 by 2 inch pan that I have lined with foil and then lightly sprayed with nonstick spray. I'm gonna pour the mixture into that pan and level it off nice and even. One last thing before we put it in the oven, sprinkle some of the amazing sea salt right over top. Ready to go in the oven. Oven is set at 350. We'll bake it for probably 22 to 24 minutes. Still a little bit of wobble in the middle. Pull it out and then we'll let it cool. While the brownies bake, it's a good time to clean up the kitchen and prepare for the amazing decadence that is the chocolate brownie. But one thing I wanted to touch on is chocolate. When you're using chocolate for this recipe, make sure it is a good quality chocolate. Also, don't use chocolate chips in this recipe because in my opinion, I think they add a little something to give it that structure. We don't need structure, we need flavor. You can use bars or Beckles, just make sure it's really high quality.
Come on.
Truth be known, now is the most difficult time because you have to be patient. The interior, one, is hot, but it's so gooey and fudgy and chocolatey, you can't quite cut into it now and get decent corners. I would say an hour to 2 hours, let it cool, and you will be rewarded with your patience. What time is it? It's been 2 hours, we've been very patient. The room smells chocolatey and amazing. Now we lift it out using these foil slings that we have. It should pop right out. There we go. Look at that, beautiful, right? The corners usually have a little more firmness to them, and then you have this really fudgy, yummy part that's right next to it. I like both, so I'm a corner guy. So let's cut a nice corner piece. Just look at this beautiful sea salt and this crinkly top. That is exactly what I wanted. It's rich, it's fudgy. Moment of truth, everybody.